triggered.
While he's talking, you're talking.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
And here we go.
I'm triggered!
What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Rashad with the Black Anomaly Roster channel. We gotta talk about some woke gender identity politics again. This is one of those things that's such a weird topic to discuss. There's so much lack of logic and reason here, and it's just pure emotion and feeding into a lot of delusion and a lot of mentally ill and deranged people. And a bunch of politicians cruelly taking advantage of it. A bunch of woke, virtue signaling people desperate to feel like they're the good guys. And it's a bunch of freaking nonsense at the end of the day. You know how many people look at me crazy when I tell them that something called gender fluid exists? Like literal fluid in a bottle. Like you can switch to whatever way the gender goes. You want to be a male this day and a female this day, it doesn't matter. People look at me like I'm crazy, like you're making that up. Like, no, I can assure you I'm not. This is a real thing. Sorry to say, pick and choose. So you're basically born gay if you're gay. However, if you're gender fluid, then you can just change your mind. So some people are born where they can just change their mind, and some people born where they're just born that way. Make it make sense. None of it makes sense anymore. This is why a lot of people didn't want to buy into this stuff to begin with, because people gave an inch, and then it just turned into, it just went off a cliff. It was like, it was just crash and burn. This whole situation globally is getting out of control. In some of these first world countries like America, and some of this stuff over in the UK and Sweden and all of this is getting insane. But today, we got to talk about somebody who is not buying into it. A Delta employee, straight based, told this dude, like, hey, basically, I don't give a crap to hear what you got to say about this whole gender identity thing. I'm not about to tolerate your disrespect. I love this dude's attitude. We're going to go ahead and react to this clip together. Let's get into it.
And what about when a Delta employee misgenders you intentionally?
While he's talking, you're talking.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
Wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it personal, that's also.
Well, she did do it intentionally twice.
You're talking to me too.
You said she and then you said he.
You're being condescending, and if you want to continue, I have full authority to escort you out the building right this moment. If you want to play that game with me.
Okay.
Would you like to continue 3 days before Christmas? I really don't mind.
I'm good. I'll just put this on.
That's how you do. Don't tolerate the Here's the thing. Being transgender, being misgendered, having somebody say something you don't like, that's not an open door to just start disrespecting them. You come ready having that phone out. Everybody, it's like, what's up with all these damn people that they just come correct, like instantly, just bust the phone out immediately. Like, oh, I'm recording this. Oh, this person misgendered me. You getting ready for your next TikTok video. Meanwhile, this dude is like, look, I ain't got time for this. I'm over here working. I'm trying to get this bag. 3 days before Christmas. You want to ruin your flight plans? What's up? Play with me, bruh. This is how you got to treat some of these people. The whole thing about this channel, some people don't understand like why I say certain things on this channel about certain people. Like one of the biggest criticisms, oh, you're always talking badly about black people. You hate black people. You hate yourself, right? Like people say the most stupidest, ridiculous stuff about this channel. And I've repeatedly said over and over again, the objective is to help people, to help black people and anyone else who happens to be helped by the messages on this channel. So if I happen to speak negatively of free people doing riots and insane protests and stealing cars, recording people for misgendering nonsense, these are not good representations and good people in the communities, be it black people, LGBTQ, or otherwise. These people are insane. They're not people who you should be supporting. These are people who you need to denounce. You need to be bashing, making fun of, shaming, so that these people cannot be seen as something to aspire to, something that's perceived as okay. If you're transgender and somebody misgenders, then recognize that everybody's life does not revolve around you and gender identity and gender politics and all of this stuff. And people are just not going to know. They're going to make a mistake. Or if they don't, if it doesn't happen every day, it's going to happen eventually. And it is what it is. It doesn't give you the right, oh, I'm put on my phone. You cancel now. I'm going to get you fired from Delta. Like, nah, bruh. Like, go sit your ass down. Go on your vacation. And don't be trying to start some mess over this little teeny tiny thing. It don't make sense. Like, it's always people trying to play victim over some like little minor words. Just like there was a lady who freaked out about somebody saying colored people who happen to be Republican versus people of color.
My amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve, okay? It has nothing to do with color of your skin, any of that stuff.
Mr. Speaker, asking to be recognized to have the words colored people.
For what purposes, gentlelady, seek recognition?
I'd like to be recognized to have the words colored people stricken from the record. I find it offensive and very inappropriate.
It's like, why the hell do you keep using people of color, and colored people is so close to that, and you want to clutch your pearls? Because somebody said something that echoes something very similar to what you normally say on a regular basis, people of color. A phrase that I hate, loathe, by the way, because they just lumping everybody together. I ain't no damn person of color. I'm a black person. All these different cultures are not the same. LGBTQ is not the same as black, not the same as Indian, not the same as Asian, not the same as white. Like, we not all the same. African people who are actually native from Africa is not the same as African American people. Okay, technically we all humans. We got that in common, but we're not all the same. If I see another black person, even if they are African American, we may not be the same. There's so many differences between us. I don't like this whole, people of color. It's like all of these different things, all these different identity politics stuff, and people getting wrapped up in it and obsessed with it, and then wanting to try to bully people online to try to make a name for themselves over some nonsense that somebody make a mistake. Always picking on nice people. Oh, you're contributing towards violence. Shut the hell up. Go sit down. Like, ain't nobody trying to hurt y'all. If anybody's hurting y'all, it's y'allself with that high suicide rate. Y'all hurting y'allself. Don't be blaming it on me because I'm pointing out nutcases. Oh, you misgendered me. How dare you? Don't blame me. You make yourself look stupid. Anybody who's in the trans community, I'd encourage you, start your own YouTube channel and call out idiots like this. If you're not like this part, if you are like them and you agree with this, then in my opinion, you got issues too. But what do y'all think? Am I contributing towards trans violence with this message? Obviously, I don't think so, but let me know what y'all think. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Triggered? I'm triggered!